Excuse me. What's good? Mad Peel. Y'all know that. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notifications. Hit the link at the bottom of the screen. If you in Facebook, hit that link right there. We want everybody to join YouTube. I prefer YouTube. But you want to stay in Facebook land, you can stay in Facebook land. We connected to Facebook. We connected to what you call that other platform. Instagram. Yeah, Instagram. We connected to Instagram. We ain't live on Instagram, but we connected to Instagram. We're gonna be connected to many more platforms. TikTok is coming. So if you want me on TikTok, hit that like button. If you want me on TikTok, hit that like button. I have yet to get a TikTok account to this day. I have yet to this day get a TikTok account, but I will make one so we can go live from there too. We don't care where we go live. We go live from the streets. If it wasn't such thing as YouTube, if it wasn't no such thing as YouTube, we would be going live from the streets. It'd be a street ministry, like my parents did. My parents went out to the streets and preached to the people directly. They ain't hide behind no screen. And they took all the criticism. And that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna go right to the streets like they did. So, as we know, we're gonna jump right into this. Thought ministers, women. Okay, let me just be nice at the beginning. All right, I'm getting mean at the end. I'm getting mean at the end, but let's do this in the beginning. Women pastors with BBLs are used to trick men out of their money. Let me repeat. Women pastors with BBLs are used to trick men out of their money. Now, some of them got BBLs. A lot of women pastors are getting BBLs now, especially these days now. Since the BBL culture is popular, a lot of more women is getting BBLs. Women with flat butts, you know, they putting and they ain't injecting anything in their bodies. They don't care what it is, and they dying off the stuff. And most of them, these brides is going overseas to do it, getting it for cheap because they cheat. They cheat. They go overseas to get something cheap. Do anything they used to do before they used to go overseas. They used to get them done in basements in the hood, and they used to get injected cement in their butts. They used to get injected cement in their butts. And a lot of women was dying off that because that semen was going through their bloodstream. No, it's different now. Overseas, that $3,000 BBL, it was most women get on tax time. Most women get that on tax. They get a BBL on tax time. The plane when I picked my ex up from getting her BBL, it was a it was a line of women coming in out of in wheelchairs out the airport in wheelchairs. I said, what all these dang old women coming out the airport in wheelchairs for? I mean, she was coming out in a wheelchair. And I'm like, God dang. In Chicago, a few years ago, this was like during the pandemic, after like after the pandemic. The airport was so crowded with women. It was lines wrapped around. It was during tax time. They was wrapped around the building to go overseas to get the BBL. That's the BBL pandemic. Oops. That's doing a BBL. It was lines in the airport. It was cars wrapped around the airport. It was that bad during the BBL pandemic. I'm sharing to my groups real fast, y'all. Y'all hit that like button, hit that share button, or comment. Before the playback, I know it's late. We gonna jump right into it, as we always do. But it was lines wrapped around the building because on tax time, the tax time overseas, they offering 3 to 5 racks for a BBL, and it's cheap. Out for a good BBL. I'm gonna just be nice and give advice for a second before we hop right into this. For a good BBL, you gonna be out about 15, 20 racks. Just to be realistic. For one that looks real, but I wouldn't advise no woman to get a BBL in the beginning because it becomes addictive. Y'all don't know that when you slice your body open and your wounds have to heal and then you get out on those pain pills, that's where it starts right there. That's the addiction. Some women don't know that they are addicted to surgery. They're not addicted to surgery, they're addicted to the pain pills or the after surgery. They are addicted to the pain pills of the after surgery. We gonna get spiritual tonight. Let's see. They're addicted to the pills after. That's why y'all think the celebrities like, dang, they out their mind. Why all these they just look so ridiculous after a while? I seen a woman had so much plastic surgery, she looked like plastic after her cheeks was just puffed up and her boobs was like y'all seen that type of woman before. Yeah, nobody's. Yeah. That's part two. This is part two. This is the continuation. We're gonna get technical tonight. hmm and they not addicted to the due to the surgery. They are addicted to the pain pills. Those pain pills are very addictive. So I don't advise nobody to get BBL surgery in the first place. Do not go get BBL surgery or any type of surgery unwillingly, unless you gotta get surgery. If you break your leg or tore your meniscus, go get surgery. That's what you got to do. You don't just voluntarily get surgery because if you look it up when you get surgery, a lot of people who have had surgery before develop a, a an addiction to pain pills. Uh, it, Nobody, you said, man, Peter, if you came to the Bronx, NYC, you would be like, man, hell nah, too much surgery in these. Hey, I'm planning a trip out to the NYC. My dream, it was my sister's dream to go to New York. We're gonna come visit. I'm gonna see what you're talking about. I believe you because you in the second biggest city in the world. I mean, I don't know, in America, besides LA and Chicago. I stay 45 minutes from Chicago. But in the Chicagoland area, everybody looked alike, whether you go downtown or into the suburbs. You're gonna see a lot of plastic surgery. because they are influenced by the big city. They go to the big cities all the time. They go to the big cities, and you see these girls in the clubs with these fake boobies and fake butts. All of them got fake. Majority of them got fake butts in the club. You say you gonna bring me to Fort Ham? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Bring me to Fort Ham. They got plenty yams down there, probably. Okay, bring me to Fort Ham. I would like to go, and I would like to see for myself. And I believe you. You know, in these big cities we live in, we see more BBLs than anybody. And living by a big city, and living by a big city, you see more than the average person. Like, living off in, the cornfields, Indiana. You go to the cornfields, they don't see BBLs and fake boobies like that and fake bodies. No, they don't do that because it's be secluded. The influence ain't as high. So you tend to not see those type of women who go get BBLs. You see them in the urban areas because guess what? The poor, they want to be like that. They want to be the Kardashians getting their BBLs did, but they go out to Brazil. They go out to Brazil or a bootleg part of Brazil. They got so many places you can go overseas to get your butt did now. It's a butt pandemic. I mean, it the way they was rushing and getting those booties, y'all. We gonna get right into this now. I'm just talking this now. The way would they go get them booties, it's just ridiculous. And I wouldn't advise no woman to get a BBL, especially in the church. Now let's get right into that. Now we gonna preach today. Uh, you know, we gonna bring out the organs today. Y'all stay tuned. We're gonna bring out the organs today. We're gonna bring out the sound effects today. We about to jump right into this action. Now, women preachers, women pastors are being promoted now as they ever, ever, ever been. And nowadays, when you see a woman pastor, she looking hot. She looking attractive, very sexy. And if you could notice behind every single woman pastor, she got a big old booty. She got a big butt. And come to find out, some of them is coming out as having Christian BBLs. And let's get into this. Y'all might want to drink some Jesus juice tonight. Take a sip of that Jesus juice right now. Because you're gonna need them after this. That Jesus juice. Because when I break this stuff down, it's gonna be raw, and I ain't even gonna hold my voice, hold my back. If this disgust you, make you mad, I'm about to tell the truth, and I'm about to expose the devil tonight. And we're gonna cast if it's in the future, if it's a, a, a hoe out there with a BBL, we can cast those devils out of her and get that whole spirit out of her, you know, tonight. Because these hoes is infiltrating the church. They are infiltrating the church. And they are being promoted like Pastor Jamal Bryant is promoting hoes. The slick pimp dudes is promoting them. We got pastors promoting these hoes to influence. And that's the worst thing you can do. Promote a hoe to be a leader. I mean, goddamn. Let me take a drink. Excuse my language. You're going to promote a hoe to be a leader. Now, that is the most dangerous thing that you could ever do. And it is all for money. You promoting these hoes to be leaders, and they leading our young girls astray. Astray. These hypocrites who get BBLs are telling God that he didn't do a good job. I told y'all that. I told y'all that yesterday. And this is why I'm so against BBL, because they telling God that he ain't do a good job. God made you who you are. Accept who you are. God is perfect. So you go and get a BBL, you say God. That's a slap in God's face. That's one contradictory right there. When you promote a hoe, that's the worst thing you can ever do. And I'm not calling women hoes. Now, this ain't women. These are hoes I'm talking about. It's just difference between a hoe and a woman. Now, I ain't talking to you real women out there who's doing y'all thing and taking care of y'all kids and got a good husband out there. I ain't talking about y'all real women out there who got real bodies. Shout out to the women with the real bodies. Big ups to y'all. This is a celebration to y'all. But they have promoted the thought to the highest level. I'm going to tell y'all something, and I'm going to warn y'all. I am not going to be liked tonight. I ain't going to be liked tonight. I ain't going to hold my tongue. Now, they have promoted these hoes into the ministry. In use to get more money out of the men in the congregation. Men are the breadwinners. This is the strategy. The men are the bread winners. When you promote the woman, I'm not saying that all women. No, let's just cut this out. We just talking about these thoughts with these BBLs and these hoes, like I'm about to show y'all right now. We ain't talking about you real women. You real women is awesome. Women is the best thing that God ever created. I love me some women. I got 8 sisters. I got a loving mama. I love all my employees who are mostly women. I love me some women. I love women. But I hate hoes. Hoes and women are different. Now let me separate the two. Hoes and women are different. They are not the same. Hoes and women are different. They're let me take another sip. Cause I'm about to be real raw with y'all. And I ain't gonna play no games with y'all tonight. I ain't playing with none of y'all tonight. I'm just gonna tell y'all the truth. Because I love y'all. I love y'all enough to not hold or bite my tongue. Or not worry about what nobody or get any backlash about anything that I say out of my mouth. But I just have to clarify the difference between a hoe and a woman. I ain't gonna say the B word because I'm PG-13 right here. You know, I ain't got to curse like that I'm a curse, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna curse like that. You know, I need the ads. You know what I'm saying? Your boy trying to make bread off of this piece. Oh, snaps. Excuse me, I got to screw my mic back in. Man, this thing is. Screw my mic back tight. That joker was late. It's a difference between a hoe and a woman. We ain't talking about your real women out there. No, a hoe and a woman is two different things to me. Like I talk about hoes like dogs, like they a piece of nothing. Like I don't respect hoes. There ain't no rules with hoes with me. It ain't no rules. A woman and a hoe. The hoe has found her way inside of the church. And here's proof. Hold up. Mm, there we go. I swear to God, y'all gotta look this story up. This is a true story. This is a true story. Y'all know in Africa, man, they just you go over there, they got all sort type of twisted stuff, which I'm gonna show y'all. And it's integrating in America. Hold on, let me just continue playing this. Right. See, this was the start of the thought, right? Africa, when you go over in Africa, I mean, I'm gonna show y'all some video. Just to be, it's happening in America. It's happening to Christianity in Africa. Some of that is kind of ridiculous. It's getting way more ridiculous, way more in the US. Oh man, I'm gonna show y'all some videos. Y'all be like, what the hell is going on? What's going on? This woman, and this is an example. I played this video for an example. When Jamal Bryant, when he, and there's a whole lot of pastors like him that's doing the same thing, bringing women, the sexy women. They bringing sexy women and making them co-pastors, not because they have knowledge and they good, because it's a way of making money and they pimping them, and that's the truth. And these churches are earning a whole lot more money. These churches was losing money, and then they promote a sexy woman, right? Because half these ninjas out here don't go to the church to get saved. Half these ninjas out here is in church because of a woman. They like a woman. Come on now. Come on, let's get real. The reason why half of men go to church is because of women. Like they go to the club. Now let's be real with that. Hmm? I mean, I know when I was going to when I was going to church, my parents brought me up in church. It wasn't like that for me. But I know it was like that for other guys. I mean, I can admit myself. That's why I used to go to some people's funerals because of the women. I mean, and not just the church. This is not the church that I've been brought up in. But when I used to go to other churches, I used to go for the women mostly. I used to go peek out and see who the woman is. I used to look at all the women. This is the psychology, the breakdown of the psychology of a man's mind, the natural man's mind. When men go to church, they look for women first. And this is how you attract the breadwinners, the men, right? Like at a strip club. When you hire at a strip club, y- y- the breadwinners. That's why in any club, ladies get in free some nights, and men gotta pay $10, $20. That's the that see was because the reason why they let the women in free, so a lot of women can come. And that's the more money the club is gonna make. That's the most money the club is going to make. The more women you have in a club, I mean, I know club owners personally, and I've been broke down a game. In church too, the more women in the church, the more men. The men with got the money. I'm talking about top earners. We ain't talking about broke dudes. We talking about attractive women attract top earners. This is the game that they play in the industry, and this is the same game that they play in the church. The more attractive women you have in the church, and the most women, not just the attractive, you can have big women. It don't matter. Women. If you see more women in the church, the more successful the church is going to be. Let me repeat that. The more women in a church, the more successful the church is going to be. And that's real. And now, the now, let me, let me hold myself back a little bit. Now I gotta have some discipline on myself. Now, the promotion of women who are sexy, you just need one woman now. You you have a church full of men with only one woman who is preaching, and she's sexy, sexy, red sexy. She a sexy pastor. They groom the pastor, right? And hold on. Before I get into that, before I get into that, see, y'all, a lot of y'all looked at this video. And let me show y'all this video before we get into this. I'm gonna put it to the full screen. Y'all remember this video, right? She got called out, and the whole nation, like I'm talking about all black people, were like, "Hey, she was wrong for standing up and talking about. She said that about her church." She called her black ass out. Excuse my language. I'm sorry, mom and dad. My mom and dad, my mom and dad be listening to me. Excuse my language. Hey. She called her out, and I believe this woman was right. Let me play this to remind y'all what she did. Yeah, y'all remember that. Y'all remember this? And she was right. That drunk broad was right. She was drunk. You can hear it in her voice. She was drunk. She came there. I don't know if she was drunk or not because this was, but she sounded like she was drunk. She told the truth on Megan Good. She told the truth, and I agree 100% with her. Let's let this simp talk. Mm. She gonna wear what she wanna wear in the name of Jesus, right? See, it. Look, she told the truth, and guess what? They divorced now. He was the truth came out in the end because they are divorced. He left her. He left Megan Good, and I believe it was because of Megan Good's choices. Megan Good too promiscuous for him. He couldn't handle it. You know, it was a lot to do with that. But the truth came out. Why are you dressing sexy in front of the church? Why are you doing that? Hey, and this is all like the pastors, the pastor and the pupil beating off now. And let me tell you something. If he not in the pupil beating off, he at home beating off, watching this tape. That's the nasty. I wouldn't allow this. She got on that short skirt. This is how they get groomed first. And this was before they became the pastors. And then they go get a BBL in the back. They point the arrow to the BBL. She probably got a BBL now and get a leadership role in the church. And let me tell you something, the pimp pastors, not only that, using them for the offering time. This was right before offering time. You get some I ain't gonna say sexy girls or anything. I don't know how old they is. They could be 17, 16, 17. I ain't gonna say that. Because I don't even know how old they is. So go get some girls with some young women with some short skirts, dancing all showing their draws right before the offering. This is a tactic. This is a strategy, y'all. I told y'all this is a pimp strategy. This is the pimp strategy that they are going to use in the future to come and to come and to come and to come. And they use a lot now. They're using a whole lot more of it now in the church. This is the strategy to get men to come out of pocket during offering time. Yeah, and that's the truth. This is a strategy to get men to come out their pockets during offering time. Look how young that girl is. She can't look no more. Look at her in a white, especially. She look young as heck. She can't be look no. She can pass for 16, 17. I mean, yes. And look at this grown lad. Look at that light skinned dude in front, sitting right in front. Like he didn't pay for a VIP seat to see this right there, right there. Just looking at her. You think he don't see nothing? He just looking. He just like her art. And look at how white skirt. You know, it looks a little see through. And she look like a little young girl. It is see through. As a matter of fact, they sick. That girl is young. She, I swear to God, young as hell. Hold on, is that a light skinned ninja or is that a female? I don't know what that is. I swear to God, I don't. If that's the ninja, if that's a ninja, no matter what it is, it like girls. It like girls. He or she like girls. No matter who he is or who she is, he or she like girls. And you got that right there in the front row seat looking at girls. Young girl. Oh yeah, that was a baby. She had to be a baby. Oh yeah, that was a young girl. You said that that was a young girl. See, I'm telling y'all, they be grooming these little young girl. They groom them. They groom them for the auction plate. Well, I say the offering plate, the auction plate, the offering plate. It's the same thing. They groom them for the offering. This was right before the offering. And then the pastor they cut it off after that. The pastor passed around the offering after that. Yeah, that increased sales from the church. Man, y'all can't fool me. Got that little young girl out there dancing like y'all got that little young girl out there dancing in front of showing her drawers and see-through little white skirt. That was a young girl. She had to be about 16, 17. Y'all sick. The church is sick now. The new age church, hey, go to an old school church. These new churches let everything happen. This is sick. And here's another example right here. Right here is another example. What y'all think? Let me know in the comments. What do y'all think? Is that okay to wear to church? And this is what women is going to church in. A lot of women is going to church in this attire with BBLs. See, a lot of when the women came from when the BBL culture got really popping after COVID, especially in the black church, in all churches. This is a diverse program. We're talking about the black church in the Pacific. You seen a lot of tight skirts. They couldn't even fit in that skirt. When they went and got that liposuction out that arm and them BBLs, and that put it into that BBL, their arms was hanging. I swear to God, the arms was hanging. This woman's arm probably was hanging before she got that BBL. Hanging. And they injected out of them arms and put it in her butt. Now the skirt fit now. It fit right on. Now she confident than ever. In the church. We talking about in the church. Because a lot of women out there go to church for men too. And mostly women go to church way more stronger than men go to church for the opposite sex. Women go to church to meet it because they want a good man. Y'all women want good men naturally. Y'all would take a good man over anything, like for real. I'm talking about to good women. You want a good woman will go through. They don't give a damn. A good woman would never say, I want a man that makes six figures. Good women don't talk like that. That's thoughts and hoes and prostitutes. They think about dividends first. A man got to make a certain amount. That's thoughts and hoes. That ain't our grandmas and our moms and grandmas and the women who put back in the struggle, who put us on their back and suffer for us. Those ain't the type of women. They ain't these thoughts right here. I'm talking about though. Excuse me. These hoes out here is getting BBLs, going to church, trying to find a man, right? Because women look for men in church. They want a good man, but the men aren't there. They ain't there. They not there. If they're there, they ugly and fat, and they're undesirable. These type of men don't. Ain't no player gonna be in the daggone church. Now let's get real. Ain't no player ain't gonna be in the church all every day. No, no, no. He ain't gonna be in the church. Only lames be in church. And And when men truly go to church, right? When a man truly go to church, he ain't looking for, he's looking to find God more. Women go to church to look for to find men more. That's just because women look for good men, and that's it. But they can't find a good man because they aren't attractive to these men that be in the church. Because they old, ugly, and fat, short, undesirable, or whatever they is. So they go and get what they get outside the church. And this is what you put in the church. Let me tell you. Let me show y'all something else. They shaking their butts in the church. Now you can't tell me she don't go to the club and shaking her butt like that every night. She shake her butt that good. Don't think that she ain't shaking it out on the street. That she just go to church and shake her butt like that. No. Mm-mm. She's shaking her butt in the streets. And it shows in church too. I'm telling y'all. The thoughts have infiltrated the church, and they are going to influence. They are going to influence your daughters. Your daughters ain't safe. None of y'all daughters ain't safe. None of y'all kids that ain't safe. Y'all sons is getting the benefits of this, but y'all daughters, we ain't talking about the son. The boys is good. But I'm worried about my girls out here, my good women. I don't want a good woman to be looked at as a ass shaking thot with a big BBL booty. I don't want that because guess what? The BBLs, they stole the natural booty. The idea of the natural booty is big from the African woman. And let's get technical right now. And this is the way they shook it in the tribes. But it wasn't sexual the way they shake their butts. It wasn't sexual. They took it and sexualized it and sold it in the market as a sex object. Willie shaking your big old butt was a sign of reverence in God in the tribes, you know. When these women go to church and shake their butt, they looking for a man. They not looking for, they shaking their butt for God. They shaking their butt for a man, for ninjas. They ain't shaking their butt for God. They shaking their butt for a man. Like they filled with the Holy Ghost. Yeah, they want to be filled with your Holy Ghost. They want to be filled up with your Holy Ghost. No, uh-uh. Women go to church to look for a man. That's nothing wrong with that because women are taught that good God is in church, good men are in church. You meet a good man in church. You are taught that naturally. Yeah, you is, man. I mean, and that's all this woman wanted. But guess what? When you shaking your butt like that, you look like you in the club, and men don't want you. Men just don't. They want to probably smash, but they just don't want you because they don't trust you. They don't trust you because you're shaking your butt. They don't want a woman that's loud all out there. You might as well just stay in the streets. But your tricks do, right? And the pimps who is pimping these pastors, these women pastors. Look at this here. They getting bolder and bolder. Y'all don't think this is an act? This is an act. This is an act for money. This is performance. And that's what most churches put on performance. Look, he just smacking on the booty. Smack on the booty. I mean, this video looks just a little inappropriate. A lot of put on. I don't know what this is. I just seen it and I'm just, you know, they look at it in the church and he's just smacking on the booty. I don't know what's going on here. You know, Africa, man, they used to have all type of, what the heck is going on here? These magic tricks. They be performing magic tricks. Look at that. Now look at that. See the fool y'all. It's another one. We're gonna go through this real fast. See, this is these pastors be rehearsing these skits that they fool y'all with. And this is a part of how pastors make money off of y'all ignorance. Y'all believing in what y'all believe in. Y'all believe in Jesus and miracles and all type of stuff. They can, and they using women. They using women, and this was put up. That chick, excuse me, that chick ain't she ain't possessed by no devil. They acting, and they put this on this video and millions of views, and his money then came up. I mean, stuff like this, antics that they use with women to get you to trick. I don't even. Let me cut that sound off. That's foreign. I don't know what I don't know what they saying. I don't know if it's copyrighted or not. I just wanted to show the example. This is how they groom women at first. This is the grooming stage. The grooming stage before they put you on the stroll, right? And get her up to be a pastor. They groom her and I wouldn't even be surprised if they bought her behind for her. They got her BBL done for her. Is that the better term to say? They got her BBL did. In America, yes. Yes, yes, yes. The BBL trend in the church is the thing. The thing to get men to spend out of their wallets. The BBL. The BBL, y'all. The BBL. The BBL has taken over. I mean, the BBL is BBL has taken over the church. It has taken over rap. It's taken over R&B. It has taken over pop. The BBL is taking over the church now. And a lot of BBL preachers are getting famous now. I showed y'all that one from part one from Pastor Jamal Bryant. His co-pastor has been promoted to co-pastor with a BBL, a sexy woman. And you're going to see a whole lot more in the black church. And let me tell y'all something, in the churches, period. And I'm going to tell y'all before I close, hit that like, hit the share button, hit the notifications. I appreciate everybody for joining and coming in tonight. I'll replay this live again. Oh yeah, part 3. Yeah, I got more to come. In any video that I do, hit the notifications so you can see when my videos come, because I expose. Yeah. I expose and gonna continue to expose these BBL Jezebel sluts to come and influence our young girls. Cause we gonna get these sluts the hell up out of here. Yeah. We getting these we getting these brides the hell up out of here. They ain't gonna come into our church. They ain't gonna come into our family. They ain't gonna infiltrate none of the minds of our young kids. our girls gonna grow up liking their body. Yeah. They ain't gonna argue with what God made, no matter how they made them. You are to embrace what God made you. And you can't change because when man put his touch on you, you become you're not authentic anymore. It's all about your authenticity, the original you. You does the authenticity that you ain't fake. Nobody, you said you love the flat butt God gave you. Yeah, and yes, because your butt ain't for everybody. For real. Your butt is not for everybody. Your butt is only for one person. And that's what men appreciate. Women like you who love their body and ain't willing to give they one butt up to everybody. Everybody ain't meant to see your butt. Everybody ain't meant to see your butt. As a woman, everybody don't supposed to see your butt. Your butt is meant for one man. And men love that. That's how you keep men. And when these BBL insecure pastors, like they the influence, they the influence of insecure, they leading our little young girls to be insecure. They saying it's okay to be insecure and to change your body. We want to fight against that. Yes. We want our kids to come out loving who they is and not caring about nobody, what nobody say. Yes, it's gonna be a part 3. I got a tight schedule. I gotta be up in a few hours. I got a real tight schedule. I gotta be up in a few hours. Shout out to you, nobody. You sell hair and you said anything hair extensions? You sell hair extensions? Yeah, yeah. Oh, yes, yes. Okay. Hair extensions. You gonna be promise me you gonna be here for part 3. Yeah. Part 3 tomorrow night. I got all night tomorrow. So we gonna be back tomorrow night. Yeah. Yes, yes. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I'll be back tomorrow. Thank you for joining and commenting. I know I'm up late and usually people hit back on the playback, but thank you, salute you. You get some rest as well. I'll be back tomorrow. So thank you. Uh and I'm gonna share the rest. I'm gonna keep the rest, you know. Cause I got a whole lot more. I got a whole lot more. I got a whole lot more. So I'm gonna keep that to myself. I'm gonna bring out the organs and the horns tomorrow. So thanks for joining me, y'all. Appreciate it. I'm out. Peace. One love.